As I look back on my 20s, I can't help but think about the habits I wish I'd picked up earlier. We're talking about the habits that, looking back, I wish I had started in my teens. You know, those little things that could have made life a bit smoother. So if you're in your 20s or know someone who is, stick around because we're diving into practical habits that could make a real difference. Nothing too fancy, just practical habits that could have made a real difference. Make sure you watch until the end because you may learn something which can change your life. Health and nutrition. First up is looking after ourselves. Back in my 20s, I wish I had paid more attention to my health. Simple stuff like eating better and moving around a bit more. You don't need to be a fitness guru, just finding a balance that works for you. Maybe choosing a salad over a burger every now and then and taking a stroll around the block. It's not about extreme diets or hitting the gym every day, just small steps to keep the body happy. Because let's be honest, feeling good physically can make a world of difference in our daily lives. So if there's one thing I'd nudge my younger self towards, it's forming those basic health and nutrition habits early on. Financial planning. All right, let's talk about money matters. Back in my 20s, I wish I had been a bit smarter with my finances. You don't need to be a financial wizard. Just having a basic plan would have been golden. Budgeting, saving a little, and thinking about the future, things I wish I had started earlier. It's not about being super strict or missing out on fun stuff, but just being mindful of where your money is going. Trust me, a bit of financial planning can go a long way in making life less stressful down the road. Define your game. Now moving on to the topic of a game plan. Something I wish I knew back in the day. See, in high school, it's all about acing exams, right? But here's the scoop. Once you hit university, it's a whole different ballgame. You might find yourself stuck in the old exam results routine because, well, that's what you're used to. The key here is to play intentionally. Every few months, ask yourself, what game am I really playing? Be aware of the rules, and more importantly, make sure it's still the game you want to play. That decision you made at 16 to go to medical school, it's not etched in stone. Don't be afraid to reassess and switch games if needed. It's your life. Play it consciously. Connect with others. When we are in our teens, we often forget to connect with others. University or high school can be daunting, especially when the worry of making friends looms large. Newsflash, everyone feels that anxiety. But guess what? Every friendship group needs a catalyst, someone to bring people together. That someone can be you. Be the initiator. Set up that WhatsApp group, invite people to hang out, organize events. In the grand scheme, everyone appreciates someone taking charge. Don't be afraid to be that person. It's a game changer. Stay away from Now this is a serious issue that not only I had in my teens, but a lot of teenagers struggle with, and that's Experts talk about how bad it is for our brains, wrecking relationships, and making us numb over time. So, how did I break free? Well, I kicked it out of my life by not keeping my phone in my room. If you're stuck in this, seriously, consider letting it go. Think about your future wife and how this might mess up something beautiful. Setting and pursuing goals. Now, let's talk about a game changer: setting goals and actually going after them. You see, having goals without a plan is like having dreams. And we don't want to just daydream our lives away, right? So here's the deal. Write down your goals and plans. It sounds simple, but trust me, writing it on paper makes a real difference. Writing things down in a journal or a random notebook, it doesn't matter where, helps you stay focused. iPhones are cool, but there's something about the old school method that sticks. Ask yourself about different parts of your life: health, money, relationships, and faith. Where are you now? And where do you want to be in the next 6 months, a year, 3 years? It's like a roadmap for your life. Expose yourself to opportunities. Now here's something I did more as a teen, which is exposure. At university, you might think you're doing enough, joining clubs, attending events. But here's the kicker. There's always more you can do. That choice between binge watching The Vampire Diaries and going to an event, opt for the latter. Your individual presence might not seem significant, but the more you put yourself out there, the more opportunities you expose yourself to. It's like increasing your luck surface area. So step out of your comfort zone and let serendipity find you. Avoid being mean. This next one is a simple yet profound advice to my younger self and to you. Don't be mean. Regret is the only return on investment when you choose the path of meanness. Be kind. It costs nothing and pays dividends in the long run. So whether it's a word, a gesture, or just your vibe, keep it positive. You won't regret it. Mind the late hours. Moving on, I had worked more on my time management skills, especially after 2 a.m. Now, I get it, those late night hangouts seem like a blast, but truth be told, nothing good happens after 2 a.m. Those extra hours might feel productive, but the cost is a sluggish next day and a fuzzy memory. Prioritize sleep, kick people out of your room, and hit the hay. Your future self will thank you when you're sharp and on top of your game. Consolidate your learnings. The next is making the most of what you learn. After reading a book, listening to a podcast, or finishing an article, don't just move on. Take 10 or 15 minutes to consolidate your thoughts. Write down what struck you, how it impacted your thoughts and behavior. It might seem like a small task, but trust me, it's a game changer. Not only does it help in the present moment, but looking back, those notes become a treasure trove of personal growth. So don't rush to the next thing. Take a moment to soak it all in. Invest in continuous learning. Moving on to a lesson. Invest in continuous learning. Beyond the classroom, beyond textbooks, there lies a vast realm of knowledge waiting to be explored. Platforms like Skillshare offer a plethora of courses on various subjects. Take the time during your university years to invest in yourself. Learn new skills, explore areas not covered in traditional education, and expand your horizons. The dividends of continuous learning are immeasurable, providing you with insights and abilities that set you apart. Start investing. Investing is something I wish I had a more profound understanding of. Investing might sound like a realm reserved for financial wizards, but it's not as complicated as it seems. Consider it as planting seeds for your future. Whether it's stocks, mutual funds, or other avenues, take the time to understand the basics. The earlier you start, the more your investments can grow over time. So, click on that video, absorb the knowledge, and take that step into the world of investing. Your future self will thank you for the financial foresight, organization, and planning. Looking back at my 20s, a bit more organization could have saved me some headaches. It's not about color-coded schedules or elaborate to-do lists. Just having a basic plan can make life smoother. Setting priorities, breaking tasks into manageable chunks, and having a rough idea of what needs to be done can go a long way. I wish I had realized earlier that a bit of structure can make even the busiest days more manageable. So, if you're in your 20s, consider incorporating some simple organization and planning into your routine. It might just make the chaos of life a bit more manageable. Consistent exercise routine. Now let's talk about something that's often on the back burner. Exercise. I wish I had been a bit more consistent with moving my body. You don't need to be a fitness guru or spend hours at the gym. Just finding an exercise routine that works for you can do wonders. Whether it's a daily walk, a home workout, or a dance class, the key is to keep moving. Not only does it keep you physically healthy, but it's also a great stress buster. Your posture, for instance, might not bother you now as you hunch over that computer, but trust me, future, you will thank you for paying attention. I wish I had realized earlier that a bit of exercise, even in small doses, can make a big difference in how you feel. Express gratitude. Finally, express gratitude. As you navigate through your teens and university and life's twists and turns, take a moment to reflect on the positives. Express gratitude for the opportunities, the experiences, and the people who shape your journey. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle, but a grateful heart adds depth to your experiences. So pause, appreciate the small victories, and acknowledge the goodness that surrounds you. Life becomes richer when gratitude becomes a daily practice. And there you have it, a guide to the habits I wish I started in my teens, filled with valuable lessons for my 20-year-old self. If you found these valuable, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and catch you in the next one.